Having your own home is awesome, but it's also a lot of work. The good news, finding help for your projects has never been easier. Introducing Angie, the app that puts all your home care needs in one place. Need a pro to fix that emergency leak? Maybe you're looking to set your seasonal tasks on autopilot. Angie can handle all that and more. Expert pros, hundreds of home projects, clear pricing, and the easiest way to book and pay in seconds. This is Angie, your home for everything home. Download the app today.
Welcome to Through the Wire.
Through the Wire.
What's up, everybody, man? Post-trade deadline. It's been a few days. Y'all know that's what we here to talk about. Plus, talk about Derek Jersey. What's up, bro? The Kirk Heinrich?
I know. I got this when we was at that vintage shop across from Flight Club.
Is this like one of your first times wearing it?
Yeah. It's always just been hanging up in my closet, but I just haven't felt the need to put it on yet.
Oh, we've been so damn bad because you got that was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
We've been so bad. He never want to put on no Bulls gear, but now we got another all-star. He back on the bandwagon. It's crazy.
Right. You already know what's attached to like that story attached to that Kirk Heinrich jersey shit, bro.
Big facts. They don't know. I know. Bro. They don't know.
I don't even know.
We had this girl, and this is like after they had Kirk Heinrich. Like I think he'd moved on to like the Hawks or some other team, but she would wear the jersey. It was cool because it's like the little retro jersey, but like it was also old as hell. But he had came back, so she started rocking that joint again. It became relevant. So it was just funny.
Yeah.
Hey, I love when Derek wear jerseys because it's just like I don't know. The way you wear your jerseys just always stand out. Like, do y'all remember when he was in a past relationship and he went to visit somebody's family member with his ex? Yeah. And he had a LeBron jersey with no sleeves.
No sleeves. He just a jersey, like he was hooping.
Yeah, shit, Derek. That was one of the most hilarious moments I've ever seen.
He was mad as hell too, bro. He was like, "Man, she blowing me, telling me I need to put a shirt on. We going to our grandma's."
And I had to tell, like, Derek, I ain't gonna lie, she was right. Yo, yeah, definitely got that. So it's good to see that you learn. Good to see that you learn from that. You ain't coming this bitch. You was wearing that LeBron jersey like you had a game later that day.
I did. It felt like I had a game too. I don't know. I felt like when I put it on, I was like, I like how I look in this without that shirt. So I just said, fuck the shirt.
Okay. All right. That's
I almost wore a jersey too. It wasn't a big basketball jersey though.
People assume that since you work in the basketball space that you collect jerseys. Like people always ask, Kenny, can you show me your jersey collection? I don't have a jersey collection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't call my shit.
Do you have any jerseys? I don't think I've ever seen you with a jersey.
Yeah, but it's not like to wear. I mean, I have a Levine, a Market. Like I have a bunch of Bulls jerseys, but I'm not like actively wearing them. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go to a Bulls game, I'll put a hoodie underneath in a jersey. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But
I got a marketing jersey too.
Unfortunately, right?
Yeah. Maybe I should have rocked that one. I don't know. I was feeling.
No, Kirk is. Yeah, that's the right one to rock. Is
that Kirk or is that a Daniel Gafford jersey, Loki?
I say Kirk Heinrich on the back.
I'm just fucking with you, bro.
You
got a fucking Reebok.
You got a Reebok.
Yeah, got a Reebok.
No, it's not Daniel Gafford, bro. I know.
Mike, you got comments of the day?
Right, and Mike like to wait till we about to get into the show. Oh wait, hold up.
Yeah, I got a few.
Y'all forget that Kirk Heinrich was on all defensive team back in the day. Just throwing that out there.
First one comes from 2K Point Guard. He says, "Who would win in the 3-point contest? My money on D Mills." And this made me mad because who taking D Mills right now in anything?
I don't know. The bet, shooting, like the bet might be pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? Because he did very bad in the last basketball competition, so his odds went down. Maybe that's a good bet.
I would like to see. I would like to say I'm a pretty decent 3-point shooter when I'm in that 3-point like shootout type atmosphere.
Coming soon. That's all you need to know. We're gonna do all of that type of stuff.
Next one comes from Your Majesty, who says Terrence got Hall of Fame Intimidator, Hall of Fame Brick Waller, Hall of Fame Bruiser, which had me cracking up.
Facts.
One more comes from Hallboy Jr., who says we need a TTW music playlist. So maybe we have a playlist we all just be adding songs to together and then get a taste for what we all like.
That's actually a good idea. We should definitely do that. I think it'll be fun. Because you're gonna get everything. And then I wonder if people gonna be like, oh, Mike added this one or Derek added this one.
We gonna know the shit Derek added. Shit gonna be Eminem.
It's gonna be Derek shit is gonna be super old, like you said, some Eminem, or it's gonna be mainstream as hell.
True. And hey, PS at the beat in the group chat, me and Mike was like, let's get it. Derek was kind of low. He was silent. He was talking all that.
Hey, listen, that's my last time doing that, bro. I am done sending shit and hey, what's up? Let's do it. We here. And then it's always one person that don't say nothing. That's my last time. Like, even if you don't like the beat, say something. Say something, but not saying nothing. And I'm not, and yeah, that shit that you said last week, like, no, like with that shit, you just be talking. He always just talk about.
I didn't even listen to the beat. That's why I didn't say anything.
It
was a reason.
The beat ain't my style, but if that's what we rolling with, that's what we rolling with. You know?
I honestly don't care at this point.
Hey, that was my thing too. Like, I meant to say, I was waiting for everybody to give feedback, but of course everybody did. Like, I'm also trying to find some shit where it's like, it's for everybody. You feel me? I don't want to put Kenny in a situation where he don't feel comfortable or not comfortable, but he ain't getting his best shit off, or Derek got you know what I'm saying, or Mike, it ain't. So I want to find some shit that's open to where, like, the first song we all should do shouldn't even have a hook. We just all fucking rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be better than trying to actually come out with a song, which we will do. But the first song should definitely be like, what do we do? Like not necessarily a cipher, but it's open for us to all have our verses.
Me and Mike were talking. We might as well just put together an EP and then the last track be like Oldie or Suspect with like all the friends on it. Like John got a verse.
Might as well.
Mason got a verse.
Bro,
it'd be fun as hell, bro.
Some of the beats that I sent y'all came from a fan.
Okay.
He got some beats and them bitches is decent.
Okay.
He got a wide range too. I just don't know what everybody like, and I'm honestly, seriously. And I'm not trying to be mean. I don't want to hear shit about what Mike and Derek like until they actually.
I
know Contrell has put out a song. I have reason to respect his rapping ability and opinion, but I'm not about to flip through beats for Derek and Mike, who have no history of making a song or rapping, to tell me, no, that ain't my style. How the fuck you know what your style is?
Bro, like I say, I fuck with all types of music and shit like this. I don't care if that bitch slow. I don't care if that bitch
try. And over time, you'll know if it's your style.
Right.
Yeah, that's why when y'all asked me last week, like, what's your type of beat? I was just kind of like, I don't know.
We only asked because you tried to shit on Lil Homie beats when they wasn't bad. You talking about, yeah, they wasn't that good. I've heard no.
Coming soon, man.
On Instagram, John put a girl in there. She decent as hell, Derek. You can't say
I think I have the right.
All right, let's get into some trade deadline talk, y'all. It was the most busy trade deadline in NBA history. If y'all didn't know, I feel weird to say because I feel like a lot of stuff happened, but not a lot of stuff happened at the same time. Derek, let's tackle the biggest one. The reason you are wearing that jersey, Nikola Vucevic gets traded from the Orlando Magic to the Chicago Bulls, 2 first-round picks, top 4 protected, Wendell Carter and Otto Porter Jr. I'm guessing you feeling good, but talk to me about it.
I'm feeling great, bro. It feels good to just have 2 All-Stars again in Chicago. We got a competent center in Vucevic.
It's we now. Okay.
Hey, so crazy, boy.
What?
So crazy. That nigga got the Bulls get another All-Star. This nigga gonna get a jersey out the closet. That shit crazy.
He got Zach LaVine saying he want to stay here. I think I feel like the aura of the team's about to change. I like how the front office decided to go in and say, hey, let's make this playoff push. Let's just go for it. We don't have to sit up and try to rebuild no more. We can win now. And let's see what happens. And then those picks are top 4 protected. So if we end up like falling out, we end up still getting those picks. We got a Vucevic and a top 4 pick. It just seems like the future is bright now. It gives you a better feeling having him and then we also got Troy Brown Jr. I liked him in Washington. He's shown when he gets minutes, he's very productive. So I'm happy.
Well, you ain't even mentioned my favorite. I mean, obviously Vucevic is the favorite, but like Daniel Tice is on the Chicago Bulls, bro. Yeah. Insane, bro.
Yeah, we got a decent backup center now.
Insane. I can't believe they pulled that trade off.
That was my favorite too, KB.
And you know what? It makes sense for Boston because Time Lord last night was amazing. He was dominating with his 7 points and 7 blocks or whatever it was. So it makes sense for Boston to give him. But like, shit, man. So, okay, before I even ask Mike and Pierre about this trade as like outsiders, I'm gonna ask you one more thing, Derek.
Robert Williams had like 6 assists too.
Yeah, no, he was actually very well rounded yesterday. Right now we sit at the 10th seed, so right now we're at the play-in if we stand pat. If we don't make the playoffs, how do you feel? What are the chances in your eyes that we don't make the playoffs?
I think I still feel good just because, like, it's the second half of the season. We just got him. So, like, it's going to be an adjustment period. So you can't really say, like, oh, we shit the bed. But I feel like it's only up from here. I feel like I don't think there's a chance that they really just fall out. Okay. Because
the only reason I asked is because I feel like a lot of the teams above them are still playing pretty solid. They still got Toronto, who kept their pieces. That could be fighting for a playoff spot. Indiana's playing well again. Miami's on a 6-game losing streak, but we'll talk about them. They made a bye decision. The Boston Celtics won a game yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's for the Bulls to get in there, somebody's going to have to drop, and nobody that's in right now made any significant moves that will show that they would drop. Like an injury would have to happen, or the Bulls would just have to fucking skyrocket now, which is possible. It's possible.
But also that Celtics team and that Pacers team, they go through stretches where they lose back-to-back games. Like, they aren't consistent. Neither one of those teams have been consistent. That's why they fell to where they at now. Both of those teams started at the top of the conference.
You know, yeah, I'm just playing devil's advocate. The Bulls have the seventh hardest schedule left in the league too. So I'm hoping for it. Tonight is the night. Vucevic plays, but Zach LaVine is questionable at the moment. So
you need to let fans in the UC now, man. Let them in. Just let us in, please.
Let's write a nice letter to Lori Lightfoot and
now he want to go.
So you willing to get COVID now because of fucking Vucevic? Come on, man.
All right, Mike and P, how y'all feel about this trade for both sides? Because I think we just talked about the Bulls, but like I want to hear y'all Orlando Magic opinions too.
For the Bulls side, I'm just happy as hell, man. I told y'all like an episode or two ago, like I really want all our teams to make the playoffs. I think that shit would be great. So at where y'all at right now at the standings, like adding that all-star, the teams above y'all, like you mentioned, the Celtics and Pacers, they're pretty like they're totally capable of staying where they're at and winning games and putting together stretches. So you're gonna need that second all-star to make that jump, which I like. Any team that's gonna be aggressive at that trade deadline and try to get to that next spot, I'm gonna be a fan of. And for the Magic, what they did is they reset, man. They reset. They got some young pieces. They tried Wendell Carter Jr., stuff like that. They got a bunch of picks. They got 2 second rounders for Evan Fournier, which was just kind of surprising. I know he's on the end of basically the end of his deal, but like I thought he was pretty damn good for him this year for only to get 2 second rounds. But it's about time for that Magic to move on. They had so much shit going on with them with the injuries, and they weren't doing anything in the standings. So actually having no expectations and everything like that, I think it's gonna work out for them.
No, just the same. Like I'll start with the Magic. Like I'm happy for the Magic for finally picking a direction. Definitely agree with Mike. Evan Fournier is on the last year of his deal, but it did feel like kind of like an undersell because I know he could have been valuable to a lot of playoff pushing or contending teams. For 2 second round picks, I'm kind of mad my Knicks ain't really getting that action, to be honest with you. I know a lot of teams and a lot of fans saw that trade and was like, why in the hell did my team go get them for 2 second round picks? But I know we have a lot of second round picks, but the Vucevic trade, it was surprising. I think that's the best part. It wasn't anything that we were anticipating, and I think that's the best part of the trade deadline. They like I said, they win because they finally have a direction, and I just don't believe in 7 and 8 seed year in year out recycling the same team and just doing it over. That's kind of just like not my ideal way of building a team, if you even consider that building. So I'm glad they have a direction, but I'm not that big on Wendell. Especially since he just the last time we saw him before being traded to the Magic, he was being benched. So the young player that you're getting has just been like being benched. Is not like a sexy thing. 2 first round picks are attractive. Otto Porter, I'm sure they'll probably work out a situation. He obviously won't be there long term. But yeah, I would have liked to maybe try to snag Lowry. Personally, I know the Bulls probably was like no because they was gonna try to use Lowry to flip for Lonzo, which would have had them out of this fucking world. But I would have took Lowry because I don't know what Mo Bamba is and what he'll become. but like the potential of Jonathan Isaac, Lauri Markkanen, and Mo Bamba in a front court together, I like that better than like Isaac, and I don't know what like now Mo Bamba has to battle with Wendell Carter. You know what I'm saying?
And Mo Bamba didn't even start last game, like with the new opportunity. So it's just like I really don't know.
Ken Burke start?
Yep.
Yeah, it started with Ken Burke, and me and KB was talking about like just how Wendell how he could transfer over. Like obviously, him getting traded in this spot, from being like a lottery pick to a team giving up on him, this early. Like, could that flip the switch on it? Because we were like, what is he missing? And he was just saying it's basically just heart. You know what I'm saying? And my first concern was, is he going to get that from the Magic, right? First of all, they just traded away their veterans that they did have. Who is he going to get that from? Where is that fight going to come from? And maybe it is from just being traded. I'm hoping, I'm rooting for him. I want to see everybody succeed.
Being traded because, guys is getting out the league quick. Like Jabari Parker just got waived. Don't know where he's going to go. Like it's real out here, which we could get to. But yeah, Wendell, cool, but I'm not too big on him. For the Bulls' sake, I like it for what Derek said. I think it sends a message to Zach LaVine that we believe in you. We think you're worth this because they gave up some shit. I know Wendell was easier to give up, but the 2 first-round picks.
That's an investment, man. That's
an investment. So
especially this year's first-round pick too.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's selling, Zach LaVine like, hey. You know what I mean? Like, we're serious about winning as much as you because we know that's what you was talking about. And one more thing I want to give to the Bulls with the Wendell shit is I'm proud of the Bulls for letting go. The Bulls usually hold for too long. The writing's on the wall. Just let that go. Vucevic should make them a playoff team. The underrated part of that trade is Al-Farouq Aminu. He's a very versatile wing that just belongs on like playoff pushing teams. And I think he'll be able to be there when Pat Williams has his growing pains. But I think the Bulls win the deadline with this move.
Yeah, I think so too. What do we bring in? 4 or 5 new players? Like, I think there is some real concern about this potential season just because you have so many new players coming in jail, like Derek said, and then all the other teams still playing pretty solidly. The team that you would expect to maybe drop out is the Hornets with LaMelo Ball being out, but they still winning games without LaMelo. So it's like, I'm very interested. I'm very excited. Like, I was telling people this is the most excited I've been as a Bulls fan since Derrick Rose was still like healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like we've never had a front office make a move. Like every trade deadline thing that the Bulls have done since the beginning of time with Garpax and Foreman, whatever, is trading away like veterans. We traded Todd Gibson for Cameron Payne, Todd Gibson and Doug McDermott for Cameron Payne. And then the other one was just like throwing salary here and there, but never like either selling everything or buying at the deadline. So new front office, man, just came in and made some things happen. I'm excited. I do believe that there's like, it is an investment and it's not a guarantee that this is going to work out. Vucevic being 33 years old. And by the end of this deal, he's 33, and that's when that last pick comes into play. But I don't care. I think as Bulls fans, we're just going to be excited to see competent basketball again. Yeah. And, like, I was talking to Thaddeus Young, and he was like, Derek, you know this, I hope, if you've been watching these games. They're one of the worst fourth-quarter teams in the league. They can't score in the fourth quarter. They blow leads. Vucevic changes that dramatically. And like some of the games that we blew, whether it be the one to Damian Lillard, the one to Damian Lee, the one to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, those 3 probably, or 2 of those 3 probably don't happen if Vucevic is on the court instead of Wendell Carter, instead of Garrett Temple, So I'm excited.
It sends a message to the young players on the team too, that they serious and they not wasting time for development phase. And, hopefully guys like, I know Lauri is going to go into restricted free agency. Kobe White, though, a guy like Kobe White, like if I was Kobe White, I have a fire under me because now I see my ass can be traded if the right veteran comes along because they trying to win. So
yeah.
the whole
and he's not their pick. He was the previous front office picks.
Another great point. Yeah. So I'm hoping that Vucevic can help him take, proper steps to where he has to go because now, the shit that Kobe used to get away with, missing certain reads, I think that works when you're playing with Wendell because Wendell is an 11-point scorer. Vucevic is a 25-point scorer. So you do a couple pick and rolls and you don't give him a pocket pass or you miss him in a post a couple times and that type of shit is going to get you benched because we just gave away 2 first-round picks to get him. He's here to score and get the ball. Hopefully it can slow down the game a little bit for Kobe to make those reads, play a little bit more patient basketball. But if I am a guy like Kobe or one of those young guys, I am telling myself I have to come with it and contribute to winning basketball, because if not, there's always somebody that can come in and do it, better. So shit, fuck all that youth. The Bulls don't give a fuck about youth no more. Shit. So
hey, it's that time. And we're gonna have $20 to $25 million in cap space this offseason. One of the main things AK said in his post interview was like, we want to make Chicago a free agent destination again. And with $25 million, some good players on restricted free agency and Larry Marketing probably leaving in restricted free agency, we may have another piece going for next season. So I'm excited. It's exciting.
No, for sure.
Let's go to one of the next big deals. Still dealing with the Orlando Magic. Gary Harris, RJ Hampton, and a future first-round pick for Aaron Gordon and Gary Clark. I saw something on Reddit that every Gary in the NBA got traded the other day. Every Gary.
That's decent. That's actually, I believe that, because every Gary.
every Gary.
Nice trade. I think it's a trade we saw coming. I like this one they both win. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like the Magic win because we didn't know Aaron Gordon's value. I think this is a lot for Aaron Gordon, a guy who the day before he got traded, if you asked me what was his value, I probably wouldn't have been able to give you a direct answer. I think RJ Hampton needs opportunity. He has a shitload of potential, just has to do something with it and, see what level of potential it is. The Magic can give him that. Gary Harris is a $20 million contract for filler. I don't know what the future is, but he's a solid guy. And then you get that future pick to add to the 2 picks you just got from the Bulls. So I like it for them. And then obviously, I don't have to speak on the Denver shit. One of y'all will talk about the Denver.
Oh yeah, you get to see Aaron Gordon in a winning situation. He gives them that like dynamic where he could put them. They could put him on their other team's best offensive player. He can guard them. I'm not saying he's a stopper, but he's definitely a guy that he can slow down other teams' best players. He gives Jokic a legit lob threat. That's gonna be crazy.
He's never had that. He's never had that.
We haven't seen that part of Jokic's game. And with that offense, I feel like it's definitely gonna be available. And then he's a guy that also he can put the ball on the floor. He can make plays. He can create his own shots sometimes. He was also really good at catch and shoot threes this season. So he kind of fits that team perfectly.
I think so too. Some people are concerned about him and Michael Porter Jr. both playing the same position, bro. It's 2021. Ain't no such thing as same position, bro.
Hey, the Nuggets, the Nuggets rolled up a lineup like in the bubble in the playoffs where they had like Bol running small forwards. So I don't think they're worried about what position they're playing. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite trades because Aaron Gordon is just in a position where Aaron Gordon is not asked to really do anything he's not capable of. Like he's not asked to go out there and score 20 points or control all. Like he's literally just asked to just be him. So I think he's going to thrive in that. And also that they got JaVale McGee too, who, I'm a big fan. And don't be surprised, bro, if Gary Clark comes here and he just, he turns it up a little bit more. Like he had some bright spots with the Magic. Obviously kind of like we even had that weird stat about him. Like he was like one of the worst, effective players or something like that. But I feel like he's going to turn it up with the Nuggets. But I think they're in a position now where like they could challenge about anybody. They're going to be defensively capable and offensively, they can light it up too.
Yeah.
I think both of them could play at the same time too. Like you could put Michael Porter Jr. at 3, Aaron Gordon at 5.
Sure. They will. I think they will.
For sure. Yeah.
I think their lineup is going to be Jamal Murray, Will Barton, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Jokic.
Yeah. And that your lineup is definitely
that's insane. And
crazy.
That allows Michael Porter Jr. to do what he does best, and that's score the damn basketball and not have to guard LeBron. So it definitely helps.
Owning a home is a great thing. It's yours, it's a part of you, and a reflection of who you are. Great things can take a lot of work, though. Maintenance, repairs, and updates, you know the drill. Unfortunately, there isn't an owner's manual for taking care of your home, so sometimes you need a professional to step in and help. Introducing Angie, the app that puts the home help you need all in one place. And you can use it for whatever you need done, even when you need it done now. With Angie, you can connect with expert professionals for hundreds of projects and see clear upfront pricing. You can even book appointments and securely pay pros through the app in seconds. It's never been easier to fix emergency leaks, find the best contractor for a renovation, or schedule all your seasonal maintenance so you don't have to worry about it. This is Angie, your home for everything home. Download the Angie app today or go to Angie.com.
Really helps. And I like how Aaron Gordon's contract is on the same path as Michael Porter Jr. So this is like a 1.5-year rental at the least, because you're gonna have to pay Michael Porter Jr. probably a max, because that dude's he's incredible. I really love this trade for the Magic though. From everything that I've read from Kevin O'Connor, he said that the Orlando Magic were close to drafting R.J. Hampton over Cole Anthony in this year's draft, so they got their guy still. And like P said, we didn't know what the fuck Aaron Gordon was worth. We just didn't know. Was he worth a player and 2 second-round picks? I would have been like, good deal too, you know? So the fact that they get the first-round pick, they get everything that I've read about Gary Harris. He's a great locker room guy. He comes into that team, I think he's like 26, 27-ish. He's like a veteran now. He's the vet of the squad now.
Bro, he's been in the league for a minute, bro. When you think about it, like
facts,
that man used to put up like 18, 20 points a game like 4 or 5 years ago.
And then how far? We've talked about that before. But then they get RJ, and there's nobody taking the ball out of his hands. He's going to be there. They played a game yesterday with an 8-man rotation because Terrence Ross and all these guys. I think that this team, they're not going to be fun. I think they're going to be a fucking dumpster fire. But you're going to see players develop. Cole Anthony will be back eventually. RJ Hampton, Wendell Carter, Chumo Kiki was amazing yesterday against the Trailblazers. They got young players. They got draft picks. Orlando Magic fans should be completely okay with their deadline, because I don't think they walk away as losers at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. And I think with all those like big guys gone, everybody's fighting for those minutes because they're all up. You know, I don't think nobody's locked in. So.
What I think might happen in the offseason is that Steve Clifford may not be the coach next season, because he's like a win now coach. Yeah. Like he played Kim Burge damn near the whole game yesterday because he wanted that win. And they probably need a coach that could come in and develop the younger guys a little bit more. And that's why, like, Mo Bamba was third in the center rotation even when they were asked, because he would like Kim Burge. Kim Burge is a better player right now. He liked Vucevic, obviously. So they probably going to go out there and get a coach that can help develop. At least that's what I would want them to do, because they'll mess around and keep playing Michael Carter-Williams over R.J. Hampton. That's just what he'll do. That's what he'll do. Next trade, Victor Oladipo. It was a buzzer beat of a trade. It was like 10 minutes afterwards, you know?
Yeah, hey, another thing about the deadline is that it always spill over into the 3:30 mark. Facts. It's never 3 o'clock.
Facts.
It's never 3 o'clock.
But this one was like, so here's just the package. Victor Oladipo's going to Miami for Kelly Olynyk, Avery Bradley, and a 2021 draft pick swap. That's it.
Is it 2021?
2022. Sorry, 2022. That's it. That's the package.
Terrible, man. Terrible.
And what had happened, and the reason this is this, the Houston Rockets were like, we're not saying yes to this trade unless you give us Duncan Robinson. And Pat Riley's like, nope. just nope. And then the clock was about to strike 3. It was about to strike 3. And Raphael Stone of the Houston Rockets, he had to get rid of Victor Oladipo. He can't keep him on his roster. So he just had to say yes. And he got nothing.
Hey, that's part of not having leverage. When you don't have leverage, those experienced front offices like Pat Riley, they're not gonna budge. They know you have to. He knew he had to move.
Why would they though?
Yeah,
that's not even. I don't even want to give too much credit to Pat Riley and the Heat. Like, as good as they are, the Rockets just been stupid all year. They wouldn't have been in a situation if they didn't trade Karis LeVert for Victor Oladipo. I still don't know why they did that. So now the James Harden trade is really a bunch of picks and some swaps.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking Kelly Olynyk and Avery Bradley and fucking who else did they get? Did they get Roddy
Carruthers?
Yeah.
But didn't they trade him? No. He's still on the team. But he's not getting
that's what you got for James Harden.
Yeah.
They might be, bro. Congratulations to the Heat, bro. But the Rockets might be in one of the worst situations, bro. I just like you literally just got shit, bro. You literally got shit, and you still like you don't even have that many directions on your team. Like, okay, we could work with them. Like, you still got John Wall on your damn team, making the amount of money he does, and you're gonna have to work with him through them type of years.
So they could have had Christian Wood, Karis LeVert, and they would be in a position to get.
Jared Allen was in that trade too, by the way. And they were like, we want to stay small, so Christian Wood can play the 5. We don't want to take a chance on the 21.
You could have Jared Allen. Maybe you wouldn't be as bad, but you would have those guys with a potential top 5 pick.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice direction.
And you know what? Even if you keep Jared Allen, teams were calling the Cavaliers about Jared Allen. If you would have kept Jared Allen, people would have been calling you about him too. So if you didn't want to pay him this offseason, you could have just traded his ass away.
That's what they got. Dante Exum with Caruso. They got Dante Exum.
Yeah.
Not a fan of what the Heat doing. I mean, what the Rockets doing. I'm a fan of what the Heat did. Shout out to the Heat, which is going to lead into another one since we're here. I'm so glad that they didn't trade for Kyle Lowry. I'm so glad none of these teams traded for Kyle Lowry. Because that asking price, like they were trying to do with Victor Oladipo, to me was too high. I would not have traded Duncan Robinson for Kyle Lowry personally. Not when you have Dragic, not when Jimmy Butler can make as good as he can in certain areas. I think that shooting is just too good to pass up on. Him and Tyler Hero. Now you bring in a two-way player like Victor Oladipo.
They need it right now too.
They
struggling right now. They're on a 6-game skid, so they need him to come in and be productive.
They definitely bring them in like, yo, we got you here. But your ass better get to work, but we not playing around.
There's no more talking, Vic. This is where you want it to be. We understood with the Pacers, he don't want to be there. They ain't getting his money. The Rockets, he don't want to be there. This is exactly where you want to be, my friend. So this is it. Fuck all that extra shit. Hoop, nigga, hoop. Yeah. But yeah, the Kyle Lowry shit was just it was such a fucking headache because we all just knew he was gonna be traded. That's why KB said the most trades, but it still felt like it wasn't a lot because we were waiting on him and Lonzo to get traded. And that was the best part of the deadlines. I know everybody in the community was on their phone, reading Twitter, refreshing that bitch, waiting for that Lowry, Lonzo. The Raptors making moves. Motherfuckers like, oh, they just freed up another roster spot. Here it comes. Here it comes. And then Philly was like, you know what? You're asking for too much. I'll get George Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Los Angeles Clippers, you're asking for too much. I'll get Rondo. The Lakers, you're asking for too much. We'll just keep Schroeder. The Heat, you're asking for too much. We'll just keep Dragic. And now the Raptors are sitting over there looking stupid as fuck with an aging guy who's going to have to be off the books for $31 million going into free agency when you could have got something. This greedy shit has to stop, man.
After the Vucevic trade, I was praying that Kyle Lowry got traded. I just wanted him out of Toronto.
Because everybody thought he did. Once you remember he had that, he thought he played the last game, had this and stuff like that. So I'm like, it was just a whole big dramatic nothing at the end of the day for him. I had fans telling me that like they don't want to see him go and like they don't want to see him traded, but I don't know, man. At the end of the day, stayed his ass where he was, bro. I was glad that KB was talking to me about him, like, would I rather have him on the Lakers? I'm like, cool, but I'm cool with Dennis Schroeder, man. Dennis Schroeder has been really nice. He's been, our third best player definitely this season. So
he's making vlogs now. Go watch it on YouTube. He's funny.
Oh, is he really?
Him and his wife.
So the reason I asked that, Mike, is because though we had a lot of trades, I feel like the upper echelon of teams were pretty not active, right? Kyle Lowry was going to be the biggest piece. If he ended up in Philly's, a lot better. If he ended up with the Lakers, the team that's already maybe the favorite, I don't know, and favored in the West, they get better and they're getting more competitive in a potential Brooklyn Nets series. So that's what I was waiting for. One of the top teams. We saw teams that are like contenders, like the Denver Nuggets make a move. We saw the Miami Heat who make a move to potentially get into contendership. But the teams that are at the top just kind of stay quiet. And maybe they were on the phones and stuff and just couldn't get the deal together. Like they didn't want to give up Tyler Horton-Tucker because LeBron thinks he's the next superstar in the league. Just things like that.
The Lakers also would have to give up a lot of their roster in order to get Kyle Lowry, just because of the money. He makes $30 million. They would have to give up so many pieces.
Was not worth it.
No,
Kyle Lowry is a solid, good player, but he's not worth that to me. I'm not deconstructing my roster for him personally, especially when you have a fucking competent guard like Dennis Schroeder.
Especially when you have LeBron and Anthony Davis. You grow those two out with any other three players, you're a contender.
What is Kyle Lowry doing that's just so much better than fucking Dennis Schroeder?
He is a lot. He is a lot better than Dennis Schroeder.
He's a lot better.
I wouldn't say a lot down. I say he's probably shooting better.
Bro, we're talking about an all-star guard and just like a above average starter guard. Like that's
but Kyle Lowry isn't like when you say all-star guard, he's not like fucking.
He ain't Kyrie.
Yeah, exactly. He's not a perennial. But like Dennis Schroeder ain't just a motherfucking starter. He's
above average starter guard.
Above average, and he's in the. Kyle Lowry is basically like an above average.
The only reason I say I'm glad that they didn't make this trade is because, like Derek said, they'd have to destroy their whole roster. But like, if it was some way to do a 1-for-1, that's a no-brainer, right?
No, for sure. But because he's not that much better than Schroeder, why would you deconstruct your roster?
Right.
Yeah.
Because Schroeder
THT and stuff
ain't hurting you. He's not like he's just now. If it was fucking, trying to think, who don't have a point guard like the Knicks. We literally don't have a fucking point guard. But like, what I'm saying? Like the Lakers is straight with Schroeder. I like Schroeder. I like Schroeder a lot. And like Derek said, you put a motherfucker out there with AD and there are better qualities that Lowry is going to give you. He is a better player, no doubt about it. But how much better is he? Better to where you fucking and I think a lot of the contender teams didn't make a move because of that B word.
Brooklyn
buyout.
Oh, okay. I'm like
they all in the mix for Aldridge. They all in the mix for Drummond. The Nets got Blake Griffin. Shout out to the Mavericks for trading for JJ Redick because if they didn't, he would have got bought out, and the Nets were the favorite to fucking get him. So, oh my gosh.
I don't even see why the Nets would just want all these names on their roster.
You don't?
I get it, but it's like
JJ Redick.
No. You trying to tell me JJ Redick with Kyrie and James Harden don't sound good to you?
No, it does sound good. But listen, it's just like when you have all those names and all those pieces, at some point somebody's not gonna play. Like you don't need all those names. And
JJ Redick isn't playing 35 minutes a game.
He's not even a name, bro. JJ Redick is 37. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just going if JJ Redick give you 15 good minutes of shooting the ball, beautiful. I take that over TOC.
Blake Griffin played like 24 minutes last night. He dunked, stared at the Pistons bench,
punched in the face
17 points, and called it a night.
Shout out to the rookie for being the enforcer. That was so surprising to me that the rookie came out. Was like, oh, you gave up on us, so let me punch you in the face.
I didn't see that. Sadiq Bey hit him or Isaiah Stewart?
Isaiah Stewart.
Big body.
Actually. Yeah.
Big body elbow right to Blake Griffin's face. Another trade. A contending team did make a trade. The Clippers got Rondo for Lou Williams, 2 second-round picks and cash considerations. Is he's the answer?
Can be. He can be.
Definitely that guy that you want in the playoffs.
You know, this is my biggest thing about the Clippers. I've been waiting for them to get their floor general. This is him. I just like what he brings to a locker room. Mm-hmm. I like his demeanor. You know what I mean? He's gonna be in there putting a fire on the guys in those playoff moments. He's the type of player that probably damn. I thought this was my charged one, but he's the type of player that fuck it, we'll just go laptop video. He's the type of player that wouldn't have let them fucking lose against the Nuggets.
The Nuggets.
Yeah. He would have been like, no way. We not going for that. Like, we not going. I feel like he's going to have that type of impact on, like, Paul George. When Paul George could potentially slip in having his moments or whatever. Hey, PG, come here, bro. You that dude, man. You that nigga. Like, come on, bro. And then next thing you know, boom. That's what I look at with Rondo, besides, obviously, his basketball IQ, is he's that type of guy that I feel like can push a guy to beyond his limits. Like, when we saw Drew Holiday and them fuck up the Blazers, Derek. I think that's because Rondo in that locker room. AD, you that boy. None of these motherfuckers can handle you. The fuck? Who was on that Blazer team?
Amino and Mo Harkless was
Come on, man. And then now AD, like, you right. Give me the motherfucking ball. Drew, you that best defense. You guard me in practice. Clamp. Rondo right.
Well, that I agree with everything you just said, bro. I loved it just because, like, short story short, he just got the keys, bro. He might be called the locksmith because he gonna give you the key. He gonna tell you what needs to be doing, what you need to be doing, and everything on defense, everything on offense. He gonna tell you what he needs in the locker room. If Kawhi not speaking up, his ass is gonna say some shit. He not gonna let no Nuggets come back from no 3-1, bro. He gonna spark some type of fire. So adding that to that locker room, I think is going to work wonders for what they do, especially in the postseason.
Yeah, I think he gives them a different element. Like, he allows Paul George and Kawhi to, like, they can be off the ball more. They can do little things off the ball. Like, we see Paul George, like, pretty much being their playmaker, their, like, facilitator damn near. So, like, now you put the ball in Rondo's hands. Now PG could do other things, set screens, cut. Like, that offense can now have a different look with Rondo on the court now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know how good, how good PG's been on catch and shoot. So, give him that element. Shit, he's going to be on fire by the time we get to the playoffs.
Derek, all of your teams made moves at the trade deadline. Which one of the other teams you want to talk about now?
I'm very, the Gary Trent trade.
Okay.
It's so, like, I get it.
Wait. Let me explain.
I don't get it. I still don't get it.
Let me explain to people at home. Norman Powell got traded to the Blazers for Gary Trent Jr. and Rodney Hood. That is the deal. So talk to me, Trailblazer fan.
Like, I get that Norman Powell's a better player, but you still got to pay him. And he's going to be a more pricier player, I'm pretty sure, than Gary Trent. And Gary Trent's younger, so he has sort of potential for Gary Trent. You saw it. Like, he was really like the perfect guy to have on the court with CJ and Dame. Like, that 3-and-D guy who gonna guard the other team's best guard or wing. You had Rocco and him. Like, I like the combination of him and Rocco together. They seem like they fit perfectly. And then I guess they traded him because it don't make sense. I don't understand the deal. It really doesn't make sense to me, to be honest.
I agree, Derek. I didn't like it. Because again, it's like the shooter shit. This is even a better one. Norman Powell is better, sure, but he is this much better. Yeah, he's this much better. He's not a all-star wing. He's not doing anything that Gary Trent can't do. His numbers are a tad bit better because he was in a situation that allowed him to get a few more shots and a little bit more opportunity, obviously. I agree. You have to pay both. I was reading from insiders that the Portland Trailblazers maybe know a little bit more intel on what Gary Trent would want, and maybe they just feel like they would be more comfortable playing Norman Powell than him. But I definitely got the Raptors winning this one. For sure. I ain't feeling it. He's smaller than Gary Trent. Gary Trent is for sure the better defender. And yeah, it's just not something that they necessarily needed.
Yeah.
They don't struggle scoring. So yeah, I didn't get it.
It's a head scratcher of a deal. It just doesn't make sense if you ask me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I agree with what y'all said. At the end of the day, I really rocked with Gary Trent Jr. Like, his ass was starting to become one of like those dudes that his ass might hit 4 or 5 threes in a damn court if you let his ass do that. So, and the defense he brought, I felt like it could be better than Norman Powell. So for the Blazers, it's kind of like, okay. Let's see what it turns out to be. If Gary Trent Jr. is going crazy for the Raptors and Norman Powell just being like okay, then it's kind of suspect. But I don't know. I feel like they could damn near do the same shit for Norman Powell could do the same shit Gary Trent Jr. was doing for the Blazers.
Yeah, and I feel like when you look in the future, like Gary Trent would have been cheaper. Like, he would have been a cheaper guy to keep. Whereas Norman Powell, you might have to pay him a little bit more.
I think they might get around the same.
And isn't Gary Trent restricted? So you would have literally had to see and wait what the market was going to pay him.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Norman Powell can literally just leave, even if you offer him more money.
For me, this feels like a future books trade, like contract shit. Like, they don't want to go into the tax with CJ, Dame, and whatever Gary Trent with Yusuf Nurkic and this player and this player and this player. So instead, we get like a 1-year rental with potential. Like, he has a player option that because I don't understand it either. So I'm believe you too. Like, I'm with you too. So I went back to read the exact quotes from Neil O'Shea, who's like the GM over there. He said, we had to shake things up. Things were starting to look stale. Our job is to make the team better, and I think we got the team better. We don't have to take any steps back offensively, and I think we will be able to infuse his defense with his energy. He said about the 6'3" Powell. To have a shot creator, a good catch and shoot, and a defender all in 3 is going to be a big addition to us. We're excited to get Nurkic back to the lineup. Yada, 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 yada,
Sound like
yada.
some dumbass bullshit.
That makes no sense.
He
Things are
said
starting to look stale, and they need to shake things up.
You had those 3 and one fucking guy already.
And they gave it Rodney Hood too. So you just gave up part of your deal.
Rodney Hood is averaging like 4.9 points.
Yeah, he wasn't doing shit. He's still fighting. I think he's still trying to figure out how to come back from that Achilles injury. But I don't know. Shaking things up don't make sense because
Jeff
they were
T
fine.
just got
They were
waived.
literally getting CJ and Nurk back. CJ and Nurk were hurt for most of the season. Once they got them back, you would have had your whole roster.
Yeah, I was watching the game yesterday, and they were saying, "Oh, the Bucks probably might be interested in Jeff Teague." Also, Austin Rivers.
Yeah, Austin Rivers gonna be a hot. He's gonna want Austin Rivers.
Yeah, this is weird. I'm trying to read this article, and it just doesn't make sense. He's talking about defensive being increased. They're not that far off as defenders. You can argue that Gary Trent's probably even better.
That's my argument, is that he's better.
But Norman Powell is very, very, very good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
What I was trying to explain to people when I was making my video is at the end of the day, the Portland Trailblazers got the better player. I don't know if it's the better fit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the better player. This man Norman Powell's averaging a dub on amazing efficiency. But I just don't know. He had 22 in his first game. You know, he had a 22 in his first game.
But they
got the better player.
Right. True.
True.
Oh, yeah.
And they went against the Magic, who have two NBA players on their roster. So,
exactly. And that's my thing. They got the better player, but he's this much better, and he should be better. He's about 4 years older. Motherfucker, you better be better.
Yeah.
Your trend is what?
21, 22?
Your age. No, he's 23.
Oh.
I don't know if he's still 23, dude, but he's, you know what I'm saying? Versus a nigga that's about to be a couple years away from 30. Norman Powell, you better be better. That is much. But yeah, and then he also, do y'all think he gonna put up the same numbers with the Blazers?
I think he can.
I think he's probably like a 17-point scorer.
Yeah, it might not be that dub, but around there.
Yeah,
he's been crazy efficient though. Like it is. Like I said, even the Raptors bets, he be going out against 30 sometimes, and they be needing it. And I guess I can see that energy. I don't know about the defense being better, but the energy, he do be getting like a lot of clutch steals and stuff like that. I see at the end of the games.
Hey, we gonna see.
I'm interested to see
they even
rotation.
smaller. They even smaller now because he's a 6'3" small forward.
That's true.
With 6'3" backcourt. So,
because I think that Derek, correct me if I'm wrong, because you watch more Blazers games than I do, but they have the rotation now where like either Dame or CJ is running with the second unit, right?
Yeah.
I wonder.
It alternates in the second. Usually, it alternates in the second quarter. They don't know. Every game is different. Usually, it's Dame or either CJ. I don't know. I don't know how he decides who it is.
Because I feel like Norman Powell can take over a second unit and be fucking like amazing at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that sounds nasty.
Yeah, but they never run out of lineups. Rarely, where one of them is on the court.
All right, let's talk about your other favorite team. The Spurs made a deal. How do you?
Wait. Does he know the deal? Since that's one of his teams.
Yeah, but they bought out LaMarcus.
Not that one, but I mean that counts.
Trade. It's a trade deadline, so they made a trade.
Oh no, I didn't even pay attention to it, to be honest. It probably wasn't nothing crazy.
It's not. They got it. They got Marquise Chris cash considerations for the draft rights of Katie LaLanne.
Yeah, no. I thought y'all were just talking about the LaMarcus buy-in.
So you're not that big of a fan, then?
I saw that trade, but it didn't mean shit. That's why it wasn't in my mind.
They number 3
like
on
Marquise
your fandom.
Chris? You don't like Marquise Chris?
Sure, he's fine, but he's injured.
Isn't he out for the season? Like he broke his leg or something like that?
Yeah, he's out for the year.
He said, sure, he's fine, but he's injured.
Hell no.
Those are the major deals.
Hey, Brad Wanamaker's a Hornet.
Brad Wanamaker's one.
I didn't put that in my video, and I just knew somebody on the comments was gonna be like, "You didn't talk about Brad Wanamaker." Luckily, nobody did. I was gonna say, bro, don't be that person, bro.
Oh, we referenced this trade. The Knicks were active. They made a trade. On part of a 3-team trade where they basically just helped the 76ers get George Hill by taking in some salary. And the Knicks get Terrence Ferguson. They already waived Vincent Poirier. And I feel bad for Vincent Poirier because y'all traded for him and he uploaded this picture of him and Frank Ntilikina. He changed his bio to New York Knicks and they waived his ass an hour later. But I'm happy he had a very good sense of humor. He cropped Frank Ntilikina out of that same picture and just uploaded him by himself. He took Knicks out of his bio and then put his Twitch account in his bio. So like he got a good sense of humor. He got a good sense of humor about it. Is that the end of his NBA career? Maybe. I don't know.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Matt Thomas is with his Jazz.
Yep. Why he say his Jazz?
He just reminds me of a Jazz ass.
He looked like he'd play for the Jazz.
They got another shooter.
Who won't play? He's not gonna. Let's not act like he's gonna do something. He probably won't play. Terrence Davis got traded to the Kings.
Prop this because Matt Thomas gonna have a 17-point playoff game. Watch on some Kelly Olynyk shit. Yeah, Terrence Davis is a king. So many future second. I said in my video, the word future second round pick, which is the number one most said word on trade deadline.
Facts.
The line right is with the Kings. The Kings out here making moves, boy.
Why? They traded for 2 more guards. Yeah, they traded for 2 more guards.
Yeah, Drummond prediction.
Lakers. I think he wants to go somewhere where he can win.
Somebody digged up the old tweet that said, "My dream is to meet LeBron or play with LeBron." That's what Drummond tweet was.
Oh, that's it. That's the game changer. Anybody but the Celtics. I don't want to see the Celtics get better.
I don't blame you. Shit, they right there. We got to compete with them for that 8 spot.
Hey, I'm back to being a biased Bulls fan because my team matters again. We're trying to win. So,
hey, as a Bull fan, I feel you.
Yeah,
but I did want him to go to the Celtics. I ain't gonna lie. I could give a damn now, but I did because I'm like, yeah, like him, Brown, Tatum. That's a decent list.
When I look at what the Bulls gave up for Vucevic, I be wondering like, why didn't the Celtics do something similar? Like, why didn't they pitch something?
It was reported that they were close. They were in the sweepstakes.
Again,
they were close.
It was close. I said the same thing in my video though, Derek. I feel like they could have gave him a better package. I would have gave him
Robert Williams.
I would have much rather preferred Robert Williams, Marcus Smart, and they 2 first-round picks than Otto Porter, fucking Wendell Carter.
Danny Ainge said he wasn't trading Marcus Smart.
That's what he said.
He said this shit was not
he
going.
He said it was Romeo Langford or nothing. And they said, okay.
We talked about this exact trade for the Celtics where they could have got Vucevic and Evan Fournier. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
but,
yeah.
I don't know. They were close.
They should hire us. We would have had them with Fournier and Vucevic. Oh, man.
They would have been.
How much better does Fournier make the Celtics in this?
Not much because they don't have the fucking. I mean, unless Robert Williams take this leap, I didn't see coming. Which he is playing better, but like I'm talking about even a step above what he's doing.
Because Tristan Thompson sucks right now. I'm gonna be honest. He's just not good.
Or Mo Wagner just flip a switch and it just.
Mo Wagner did get no PT until like 6 minutes left in yesterday's game when they were about 20. So
he looked weird in that damn jersey.
Yeah,
too.
He did.
Number 20 is number.
But how much better does he make him? He's another player. I think it was Zach Lowe that says this, which is completely true. Evan Fournier was averaging 20 points per game as a guy that was getting the best defender on the other team. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're going against the Orlando Magic, you're guarding him and Terrence Ross on the perimeter, right? He's going to the Boston Celtics, and now he's the 4th best player on the lineup. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to guard Jason Tatum. You got to guard Kemba because though Kemba ain't amazing no more, he's still shifty. You got to guard Jaylen Brown. But the thing that's weird to me is that he will be a free agent, and they said they want to keep him further than this season. So you're going to have to pay him, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, who you're already giving max to. You already have Marcus Smart on the books, and Evan Fournier, 5 guards making $10+ million a year. That's and your front court depth is ass. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess they gotta imagine that he gonna try to do like replicate something with what Gordon Hayward was doing for him, where he could be like the Swiss Army knife on some nights.
But
he's not nearly as a playmaker as Gordon Hayward was. Not even close to what Gordon Hayward was doing.
Exactly. And we talking about how like, I mean, Boston's offense, like when they're on, Boston's offense look amazing when they're hitting their shot. Yeah, like last night they looked amazing, but we know sometimes them shots not gonna fall, or at least not at the efficiency that they do. So adding I don't know, just somebody that's different, that's gonna get you a different look or create better offense is always, I think, would have been a better choice for them.
I think it gives us somebody that's more reliable. Like those other guys that be hitting shots and shit on their second unit and stuff, those guys you can't really rely on. Fournier is the guy that.
But the thing is, Evan Fournier isn't a restricted free agent. So if he don't like the end of the season, he could just go elsewhere. Because that's what a lot of Celtic people did. Gordon Hayward could have got the same money with them, but it's like I'd rather just go over here and be me. Because like to play behind that on a wing is tough. It's tough for anybody, especially when you're coming from a situation like KB was saying, where he is the guy on the perimeter for them. Now he's the 4th option on just the perimeter. He's behind Tatum, Brown, Kemba. I can easily see him walking away from that. There's a lot of teams that are contending or in that same type of situation that would give him more featured opportunity. So I wouldn't be, ain't like he's a restricted free agent. They damn right finna keep him, or I could see Evan Fournier dipping if he don't feel that shit.
True.
Pause.
True. Who, in y'all eyes, who's the loser of the deadline? Just for the title of the video, winners and losers.
The New Orleans Pelicans.
Interesting. I was just looking at. There's no reason for them to be a worse team than Sacramento Kings right now. I'm sorry. It's no.
I think the Rockets just lost in general this whole year.
The New Orleans Pelicans, man. I mean, similar to the Lowry thing, Lonzo was just advertised to be traded. They putting out shit that they don't see him as part of the future and shit like that, just for them to not make a trade. It's tough. And now he's gonna go into restricted free agency. And if he's not part of y'all future, that probably means that y'all don't see him worth $20 million. And even if you did, that's a tough situation to be in. You just paid Ingram. You're going to have to pay Zion. Now you're paying Lonzo $20 million. You have Eric Bledsoe and Adams on the books, which is why you couldn't trade Lonzo, because you was trying to you wanted to get rid of them so bad that you were willing to give up a first round pick with Lonzo. Like, that's what the report was. Like, they wanted to attach Bledsoe or Adams, and they would reward whatever team that was going to take it with the first round pick. Didn't happen. Now you have Lonzo. LeVar already talking about Lonzo heat New Orleans, whether it's true or not, but you're getting that shit riled up. We know that is never good. That never means good for the team that has the player. So yeah, now Chicago, New York, we're about to be trying to give him that $20 million that he wants. Y'all not gonna want to match it, and he'll basically be in a bigger market, Chicago or New York, or even back to LA. I don't know. The Clippers, never mind. The Clippers won't be able to get him, but he'll leave, and you won't get him for nothing unless some sign and trade happens where y'all get Kevin Knox.
I'm trying to put together a trade.
To the Bulls, I wanted the Bulls to get him, and I didn't want him at the same time, because if the Bulls got him, they was gonna give him the money in restricted free agency. Now that the Bulls didn't, and they don't have the picks that the Pelicans would have wanted because they used it for Vucevic, obviously, the Knicks still have the opportunity. Yeah, we 29th in assists. We need Lonzo. We need Lonzo, man. We need Lonzo.
I would say the biggest loser for me is the Rockets, just because, bro, it's just been a bad.
I can't even treated
this season. Way they treated this season, it's just been so poorly. It's been like, y'all know that meme where the dude just like sitting in their burning house and he's like, "Yeah, I'm cool."
Yeah,
like that. That's how they like the James.
They like the cartoon with the fuck. He got the hat
dog,
on.
Yeah.
No, it felt like James Harden was treated nonchalantly. He didn't get like, they even had like a lot of these. They had the options of what they should have got, and they just went with something else. They could have had Karis LeVert. Let me take Victor Oladipo, even though he doesn't want to be here. He's about to be on an expiring deal. Now they had it where like they wanted to treat it nonchalant when he was still at the trade deadline. They had false hope, thinking like, Victor Oladipo gonna turn it around. He gonna want to stay, stuff like that. And now you ain't get shit for him. Like, it's just, you just treated the seasons like it was nothing, and now you have nothing really to show for it.
Yep. Talk your shit, Mike. High five over online services.
Zoom 5.
Derek, who your loser, Brody?
No, I said the Rockets, just in general. Like, they just lost the whole season. Like, they just threw the whole season away.
But you know what's crazy? Let me see if it's still true before I say it, before fans get on my ass or whatever.
I know what you're gonna say. It is true.
Oh, you know my line?
Yeah.
What's my line?
They lost 20 games in a row and still better than the Minnesota Timberwolves.
As much of a losers as they are still some fucking how better than the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves came back, so I thought the Timberwolves may have leaped them from last night, but no. Yeah,
22-0 run, bro. 22-0 run in the game. Ridiculous, bro. Yeah, big tank job.
Magic Johnson and over the head shit. I'm down, cat. Face up. Yeah. But yeah, bro, fucking still better than fucking Minnesota. How?
I think they just be adding extra L's to Minnesota record or something.
How, bro? These motherfuckers lost 20 games in a row. How? Timberwolves ain't lose 20 games in a row and they still work. What the fuck is going on? Mathematically, something is off, bro. I don't know. One more thing I want to say to fans, because I've seen a fan say this, where he was like, "Oh, great! Now Aaron Gordon is going to be amazing with the Nuggets. He's going to go over there and be amazing." Like that, as a fan, when you trading away people like that, you can't look at it like that. Like, because he's going to be amazing there because they're going to ask him to do things that y'all couldn't because they have better players. You feel me? So it only matters what they doing to your team. Mike don't give a fuck how good Brandon Ingram is on the Pelicans, because the Lakers couldn't give him that. He couldn't be that. So it don't matter with another player. You know what I mean? Unless unless you gave up on a motherfucker, then they grow up or glow up or whatever. But like Aaron Gordon, whatever he's going to be on the Nuggets, the Magic would never going to be able to put him in that situation to be that. Because like somebody said, like he going to go over there and kill just because he don't have to do certain things that the Magic wanted him to do as a 4th overall pick. He could just literally be him, and that'll be all that he'll be a superstar in his role, so to speak.
That's my favorite thing this season, bro, because Kyle Kuzma has been a star in his role, and sometimes you can't ask for nothing more than in a player than just being a star in their role.
I think a low key winner was.
You sound like Derek. You sound like Derek right now.
Like, how does this sound like me?
Because you always be giving flowers to your own team. Oh yeah, my favorite player to watch is Gary Trent. He ain't gonna never say that again. Now I bet he never say that again.
Never.
No, I was just about to give praise to them. I was about to say, I'm happy for the Raptors. They have a young backcourt for the future. They legit have like a Gary Trent, Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby. They got their young core.
How good is that? That shit probably just all right though, right?
Fred, the building blocks.
Fred VanVleet is older than what you probably think he is, by the way.
And
He's 27. They traded a 27-year-old, and you talking about a young player. He's 27 too.
Damn, Fred VanVleet. Shit. I thought Fred VanVleet was like 24.
How?
I don't know. He just looked like he's 24.
He was in college for a very long time.
Was he one and done?
Are you asking me? I don't know.
No, he's a four year.
Use your basketball mind and just think.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
So you remember he's a 4-year and then basically was a G League player for his first season and a half. So yeah, he's not that young, but I know what you mean. He's a young NBA player, but not a young player.
He's younger than Kyle Lowry.
He's younger than Kyle Lowry. But no, I agree with you though. I think that they walk out of here winners because they do have that young core with Chris Boucher, with Pascal, so on and so forth.
Apparently,
speaking of Kyle Lowry,
Pascal called Nick Nurse. He ain't say, "Hey, Nick Nurse."
was that tweet by Joel Embiid where he had the eyes emoji and that little peach? That was for Kyle Lowry.
That was not Joel Embiid. That was a troll.
Them troll accounts be getting my
got caught up. Yeah, you
bro.
Got caught up.
Mike tweeted me during the deadline and said, "Hey." Hey, AP, sorry about it, but you is getting THC. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? If I click, this motherfucker say Adrian Wojnarowski, but then the ad says like booty shaker 3000. Like, come on, bro. I tried to hurry up and say fake. All I said in all cap was fake, so he can just delete, but it was too late. Motherfucker was already on his ass.
What was the fake trade though? Because I didn't see that.
It was like
the Knicks trade Derrick Rose to Lakers.
And Mike was happy as hell about that.
And Mike, as a basketball podcaster, should know Tom Thibodeau didn't just get Derrick Rose to trade him for.
And they couldn't. He just got there. There's
literally, yeah. Like what the fuck, Mike?
No, I was in the party with Mike for most of the deadline, and you just the weirdest NBA fan, bro. Because like P said earlier, everybody is refreshing, just waiting for new trades. I would be like, damn, Aaron Gordon got traded. And it happened like 3 minutes ago, and Mike be like, to who? How are you not got the notifications on of Woj, bro? How?
I do. I don't be having my phone near me all the time.
Oh, okay.
But no, I got tired
of
that
don't
shit.
either, but for that moment, I'm glued.
for that whole respect, like I'm on my phone. I was really sitting at the dinner table and there was Roscoe eating on my phone, just waiting for shit.
You sit at the dinner table?
Y'all funny as hell that y'all both sit.
I know. I was eating lunch, I guess, essentially.
So it's a lunch table.
Yeah.
Kid table.
Y'all got a lunch table in your house? Like from Hinsdale South?
Foldables?
Hell yeah. With the wheels on it too.
I bet y'all be telling stories at that joint.
They got trays. They got everything. All right, man.
Y'all know we got to get on some after show.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to think about. I don't know.
Derek went on a date recently. How was your date?
It was good. Oh, wait. Didn't we talk about this last episode? I don't know. I thought I talked about y'all. Oh, no. I talked
like every other day.
Yeah, you told me about it. You didn't tell them about it.
Because I seen you in like a hotel room with the blue lights and shit. We never talked about that.
I wouldn't recommend going to that hotel, though.
I told you.
He did.
First, ain't it in a sketchy ass location? Ain't it like
yeah?
Don't say the location. Look at his ass.
Yeah, don't say the location.
You gotta say 220.
Yeah, they gonna catch me at the hotel.
No, I'm just saying for business wise.
Oh.
After me and Dana had went to the one hotel over here that was real nice, I was looking for others that had those same like amenities. That one did, but I went to the maps and I did like the quick look around. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I looked at the address. I'm like, what? Then I look around. That motherfucker like one way in, one way out. I'm hell no. Set me up. I ain't going, dog. I ain't going.
Yeah, it's like a high-end motel vibe. Like we walked in the room, that shit smelled like cigarettes. That shit was nasty.
You had a good time though.
It was fun.
Okay.
I didn't like the fact they have a mini fridge. That shit was bogus. How you gonna have a hotel room?
Oh, you had some drinks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had bottles of wine, but
steak.
You said what?
You had a whole steak. Talk about some drinks. What did you talk about last episode? We had some good conversation at the last.
We talked about Terrence the last episode.
We talked about Terrence. We talked about Terrence. Bro, I need this shit to warm up a little bit. I might go to like Target or Walmart to one of these stores and see if I can find me a bike, bro. I've been fiending for a bike.
I got my bike from Target that's closer to you.
I want a bike so bad. I just had no.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Well, I ain't finna say that. Yeah, I ain't.
You mean the one on
It's lit. No, that ass though. I ain't no flexing. That shit is on 63rd, bro.
It is on 63rd. Yeah, actually,
yeah.
63rd
Street. Yep.
Oh, that's funny. But no, let's. I got a bike. Let's get a little biker gang going.
Bet.
Yeah, you got a bike.
I don't got nowhere to put it right now.
True, I feel that.
Oh yeah. Is that just the
same
place you
like figure out like room like to make, but then I would have to get rid of this desk.
Hey, I know my mama can't wait till I move. You know where my bike at?
Where?
In the middle of her front room. She be like, "Get this bike out of here." Hold that down, sweetums.
Y'all still interested in the Black House?
Nah. If it was like a little meetup house, then okay, I can't do the living situation though. I'd rather just.
You mean like a little content house that you go to every once in a while, but not actually living there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, the Black House was cool when we were 19, 20.
God works in mysterious ways because I wanted to do that Black House shit, but I'm so glad we did.
Yeah.
We would have got into some fist fights.
That was back with sloppy meals.
Was,
yeah, that's sloppy meals.
The way that Derek Carr was, yeah, exactly. He would have brought that to the house, and I would have had to fuck down, man. Clean that shit up. That's one thing I can't do. I don't do messy is one thing, but dirty I can't do.
For people at home that don't know, the Black House is like a idea of us living together to make YouTube videos, to do the podcast whenever. Trade deadline special. We just walk to the basement and do a episode. And we were gonna do it, and then we got offered to move to New York for Bleacher Report, and the salaries that they was offering us, we had no fucking choice but to live together, basically. And we could have had a little spot in New York that could have been.
I'm glad we did.
I'm glad we didn't. I'm glad we didn't either.
I would not have wanted to go through the pandemic in New York without my family around. Facts. And shit like that.
Yeah.
Facts.
Fucking
that shit could have been life changing right there though. Moving to New York, stuff like that.
I don't know what would have happened with me and Dana.
Mm-hmm. Was y'all together at that point?
Yeah, the Black House. I'll never forget we ran into KB's dad at Target.
Oh, true.
And KB was like, "I know you don't want to leave that fine thing." And I was like, "That's crazy. That's crazy." But when y'all think about it, I'm not gonna say anything because this is in-house business. But when y'all think about how things unraveled, aren't y'all glad we didn't live in a Black House together?
Yeah, 100%.
Certain situations that arose through our journey, that would have been a wild ass situations.
Facts.
All in one house to handle.
Yeah.
So everything happened for a reason, because that would have been wild.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been wild.
I think that ass we would have probably drove each other crazy though. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like having like the separation that we do have, it just makes our friendships juicier. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
I feel you, but at the same time, I feel like our best moments and like why we are so good is from the times we've able to been together. Like that North Carolina trip, I feel like with some shit that like some team bond and shit that we ain't do like we're gonna team bond, but like it bring you closer. Going to New York for the first times together when all we have is each other in random big ass New York. You know, we taking Ubers to all over this. So we don't know where the fuck we at. All we got is each other. Vegas, us three. I know Derek ain't go. We were just around Vegas, shit, walking in 119 degree weather.
I'm talking about like,
oh my god,
But that's like a week. But that's like a week compared to like living. That's damn near a marriage, right? We seen each other as soon as we wake up, as soon as they're putting on his jammies to go to bed and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, like that type of shit, like seeing somebody it can kind of get like repetitive, you know, it just makes shit a little dry.
That's a fact.
Oh, you get annoyed. You kind of get annoyed when you live with people.
I get annoyed that when I live with my girlfriend. I get annoyed all the time that she's here.
Yeah. When you see somebody on a regular basis, it can get annoying.
Yep. Yeah. A random story that just popped into my head, bro. A random story, because you were like walking around New York. One of our first trips, I think we were in Soho. It's late at night. It's like 9 p.m. We had just went to what's the Kith? We had just went to Kith, and we just walking around, and we look into a store, and there's this lady. She had a pair of shattered backboards on. You know what I'm saying? And I think we looked into the mirror, and P was like, "I like your shoes," and she was like, "Get out, get out." We like, y'all remember this? Or am I tripping?
Yeah. She got so like defensive.
It wasn't her.
Right.
It
was her friend.
Her
it was
boss,
her friend
or whoever.
something. Yeah,
and it was
we was just trying to compliment the sneakers, bro. Relax.
And she even told her to go to the back. Like she told her to go to the back room. Like she told her to get it away.
I was offended because what the fuck you doing? All we doing is right here in the mirror. Like, I like your shoes.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I remember going in there, like opening the door, like, motherfucker, we telling her we like your shoes. Fuck is you doing? And just leaving. Like, fuck is you doing all that for? I come in this bitch and throw a pudding at your face. Bitch. Stop playing on me. What are you trying to say? Because we black or some shit? Like the fuck?
Yeah, it was bad. Like, I don't know. Literally,
we all went in there like, hey, but we literally still outside like, hey, I like your shoes. What the fuck are you talking about?
And it's like New York. New York, like people compliment each other on each other.
Fashion is crazy in New York. So yeah, it's so weird. She had a pair of shattered backboards on.
And what are you going to the back for? Motherfucker, don't you know what shoes you have on? You probably got them for people to compliment them.
Yeah, no way.
I would not be walking around with my fucking OVO 8s on. Like, don't compliment me. Bitch, you want some attention. The hell? What?
The shattered backboards back there.
Oh, yep.
Oh, okay.
What joy numbers are those?
I was inspired by her.
One, right?
My boy. You ain't got no ones yet, do you?
Not yet.
I don't either, bro. Maybe next time we go to New York, man, we got to pop our one cherries.
Yeah, because I don't want to be paying for them online, because then you got to pay for shipping, too.
Pay $400. You might have. That's extra.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
Shipping turned you down?
That seems like a thing that you don't want to pay resale.
It'd be like over $500 on like Go and StockX.
But that's not shipping. That's
the
sneaker.
Yeah.
Once you pay X amount of dollars, the shipping is the last shit you care about. Just like that PlayStation. That PlayStation ended up being like $615. Shipping was like $60. Don't give a fuck about the $60 because I just paid $600.
What ones would you be interested in?
Well, I was talking about the most recent ones that dropped, those
the UNCs.
I wanted those, but
you was going
I might go cheaper and get like the royal, the blue tones.
The blue tones.
Cheaper?
The royal blue, the royals.
I think they're
I don't think he's talking about royal blues. He might be talking about the. I think I know exactly.
The royal blues are the black and blue ones, right?
Yeah, but I think he's talking about the black, blue, and white ones, right?
Yep.
I don't know. If I could get a pair of ones, I
get the royal tones. These.
If you can get a pair. Okay, yeah, I got those upstairs. Yeah. You want Matt?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like next time we go to New York, Mike, you have to buy a pair of like.
But y'all see how funny Mike is? He said, "If I could get a pair of ones, bro, you can get a pair of ones, my guy."
I don't. No. I don't. No, I just don't like the way I look with one. I don't like ones on me. So I just like the style of the breads though. With the
that's my fear. That's why I don't have any. I don't know how.
I don't like how the way they look on me like that.
You know what's underrated? I guess they're not underrated, but one slowly growing on me are 4s, bro. 4s are so sexy.
I love 4s. Hell yeah. And I ain't wore mine in a minute. I still ain't even wore my UNC 3s. I can't wait to bust them out.
I wore my Topaz 4s for the first time yesterday, and I couldn't.
I just bought these. These right here is so crazy. I got these for my birthday. I don't know what to wear with them.
I probably next time I get a pair of Jordans, I'll probably get some 6s.
I got one pair of Jordan 4s. I got the retros.
These right here.
What do you mean the retros?
I cannot.
The retro. The bread ones. The breads.
The breads.
The breads that dropped in 2019.
Just
Get y'all some New Balance, man.
Big New Balance
That's
guy.
it. Yeah, I ain't bought a pair of Jordans in a minute. I ain't bought a pair. He said the retros. What's your favorite Jordan, Derek? Oh, 11's probably.
Yeah.
11 boys.
Typical.
11 boys.
So when you get
it's typical, but it's hard to beat the 11s, bro. I'm sorry. It is typical, but those shoes are so sexy, bro.
What you gonna wear with your ones, D Mills?
I don't know. I had a.
You gonna wear the Heinrich jersey?
Yeah. I've been trying to add more. I'm going shopping today, actually.
Where you going shopping at?
This mall hopping around malls.
Okay.
Hey, I was watching that Dennis Schroeder vlog. He's a multi-millionaire. He got the same Zara thing as me.
Hey, Zara a hit, bro.
Zara's a big hit.
Zara's a hit, man. They got everything in that month.
Yeah. Who wearing Ethica right now?
I am.
Hey, I got some on too. Hey, I told KB,
what was on the boxes that y'all got or the briefs?
I had a lion on one. I'm wearing the like just a normal.
I got the black. I got the black ones. They're like.
I'm just trying to see if we all got the same one or was it just all random?
I
feel like
I got some that got coconuts on it.
I didn't get no coconuts.
But I did get one that has like a dragon for the penis part. That was like actually kind of
But I know they gave us different because Mike had like a blue hat and I had a black hat. So I was like, oh, they sent.
Oh yeah, and I had a red hat.
I got a
and he got a gray hat.
What was y'all shirts? Y'all shirt colors black and white?
I ain't even open them.
Yeah,
so
it was black. I think I got like two whites,
two blacks,
yeah.
and then a black hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Black hoodie with gold trim.
Perfect.
Does it have gold trim?
No.
Okay, my hoodie has gold trim.
Okay.
Yeah, mine is black on black, which I love because I'm gonna wear it right. I'm gonna wear it today because I'm gonna wear it right under this.
Why y'all?
Hey, I'm excited.
Oh,
the Moncada jersey.
I'm gonna wear that Ethica right under it. I like to wear my jerseys with hoodies. Woo-wee, yes, that through the wire.
Coming soon.
I guess. They said Thursday. That was last week, so I don't know.
But we actually is about the X, Y, and Z, so they ain't do no, they ain't make no move.
Eventually, guys, you will be able to get through the wire merch. I guess. Maybe not. Not up to us, honestly.
I think my shit's still in the bag.
I'm trying to do mine was too because I just knew one of y'all was. I kept thinking Derek was gonna wear his, and I didn't want to wear it the same episode of somebody.
Derek probably could have been working out in that joint.
I did work out in it.
That was
nice. I like how
it like that. Yeah, that H. I'm trying to get our next year collaborated with Virgil. See if we can get some off-white through the wire.
Mm-hmm.
True.
That's how big we need to take this shit. That'd be dope.
Off-white collab.
Off-white collab, Nike collab, motherfucking new through the wire, New Balance 997s, made in America.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Let's say all four of us get a sneaker deal, right? Different companies though. Pierre got New Balance. I'm taking Nike because I called it right now. Mike and Derek, who are y'all taking?
Jordan. I'm rocking a different pair of Jordans every fucking day, bro.
That's kind of like a cop out answer, but we'll take it.
I go.
Who's to say that you're gonna get that type of sponsor to wear a different pair?
I'm balling shit.
That's
I go
level deal. That's actually a dumbass answer. I'm gonna tell you why. Because since you're not Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, you're gonna get a bunch of team fucking Jordans.
No,
I heard that it takes a lot to get the retros.
I can't stand that deal unless I'm getting the retros. Forget
I've heard Jordan.
I'm not wearing no mellows outside.
I heard that his son is on sneakers.
If I had to change.
Like his son is trying to get sneakers app.
Yes,
so if Marcus Jordan can't get a pair of ones, you definitely not getting them bitches.
His son definitely like, man, sneakers. He was on Twitter saying, and everybody's like, bro, you're fucking Michael Jordan.
I would also probably go Reebok or Asics type thing.
Oh,
Casual
like a little
shit.
Okay. That's kind of whack, but I respect it. Adidas, I can see you pulling up in some dames for sure.
I could definitely.
I cannot see details in Adidas.
Eric, like I'm about to meet y'all at Gibson's, and he coming that bitch with some dames.
I would have to buy Dame shoes if like They weren't guard shoes.
I tried.
No, bro. I fucked. I thought about buying some of them.
They went on sale, but they sold out. I can't take every color. I want the black ones with like the pink stripes across it. But yeah,
I used to want John Walls when he was with Adidas too. He had some decent ass shoes.
Yeah, I remember when he went to Reebok and he had the Zig Tech.
I seen you, bro. I used to see people hooping them bitches.
They was trying that was next level.
Them bitches look like boots. Legit look like boots. They were big. They were big as hell for no reason.
Who else got some decent shoes? None of y'all did Converse.
Paul George got some decent shoes,
but that's Nike.
Yeah, that's Nike.
You can't rock that. Converse is classic, bro. You might. I'm surprised nobody picked Converse. You can just wear All Stars all the time. And technically, Converse is Nike too, though.
And they got that Off-White collab.
Facts.
They got the Christian Dior collab, the Christian Dior Converse type thing, or maybe they not calling it a Converse. Maybe that's just a Christian Dior shoe.
I've never worn a pair of Converse that I can think of.
I used to wear them bitches in high school, bogus as hell.
I can imagine a 14 Converse. Oh my god, bro.
I'm trying to think what else some other brands niggas ain't named.
Bro, you know, I really wanted a pair of PF Flyers.
I know.
PF Flyers?
You want what?
Yeah, PF Flyers.
I used to look down on them bitches.
He talking about look down.
Just get some Converse.
Y'all know Creative Rex?
Yep. Flex used to wear them bitches.
That's a period of time Creative Rex was the move, bro.
Charles used to wear them, bro.
I remember getting to Burridge, like, what is this shoe everybody wearing? It was fucking Rex.
They died quick though. That was like a 1-year thing, maybe 2.
Hey, that dude, he had one of it. I remember you used to wear Creative Rex. Yeah, that was you. Y'all remember, dude?
Yeah.
His ass funny. He said, you went there, you got to sell up the brim. You went in that gas station. You
He's funny as hell, bro.
What is his name? Because I need to watch some of that.
It's like Brother Tree or Brother something. Brother something. But no,
I remember he made the one where he said, y'all used to wear the shoes with the spinners.
Them Dadas.
One that, yep, the Dadas.
Yep.
The Dadas. Latrell Spree wheels.
Some of us really did used to wear the shoes with the spinners, bro. I can't believe we used to do that. I didn't.
You heard that Addo. You heard that he slipped up.
Hey, did he try to say, I can't believe my fucking. You had a pair of those?
No, I didn't. I always wanted a pair of Heelys though, but they didn't make Heelys in my size as a kid because I was always a big kid.
They got big Heelys now. If you wanted a pair of Heelys at 24, you can get them right now.
I ain't never want no fucking Heelys.
No,
he was a skater kid though. You got to remember he was a skater kid too.
Oh, okay.
I was true.
Yeah, I had some Vans.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Had some Vans.
I've never had a pair of Vans.
What else have I had?
You had the big ass Oasis though, probably. You probably had a big ass pair of Oasis.
Did you have a pair of Blazers?
Oh, no, the Osiris. What are they called?
Yeah, Osiris. Yeah.
Osiris. Yeah.
You had a pair of Blazers, P?
Nah, too fucking big for me. But I remember the faves and everybody was going through them.
Yeah, bro. I thought I was wrong when I got mine.
Oh, it's the Oasis, KB. The shoe.
They just skateboard shoes. Big ass tongue, big as fuck.
Niggas used to tuck their jeans in it to let the tongue. Like, come on, bro.
Are you talking about those skater shoes? No, I didn't wear Oasis. I wore I didn't even have skating shoes. No. I wore Circus. I did when I did. I had Circus.
I'm gonna have to Google that one.
Funny.
I had a pair of shoes that was leaning for a while, bro. Like his shit was like, it was so bad. Like,
because I was skateboarding them bitches. That's why.
Yeah, but it was leaning.
I think I seen Mike with some DCs on before too.
I never had a pair. I never had a pair of DCs in my life.
Yeah, I saw you.
You know who hit me up recently, Mike? Jacob. He told me that we should go. He had asked me we should go to the skate park because he had his board. And he said that we should.
Why?
I told him I still got mine.
Derek was like, we should.
He hit me up like a year or two ago, and I just remember I told you, I was like, this man hit me up on some damn political shit or something. He came into like my Facebook DMs like, hey, what's up, Michael? It's been a long time since I've seen you. Like, what's going on? Like, it was real just for him, and not like no, just like, what up? Like, what's going on? So I like, this man.
Because he was gonna ask for some money. That's how he asked for some money.
Get me in the damn triangle skin. Triangle pew.
It's gonna be like, yeah, that's great to hear. I love seeing you do well. You know, I've always been rooting for you, but you got $20. You wouldn't happen to have a dub on you, would you?
Mike used to be in the big ass DCs, crazy as hell.
Mike finna sit up here in front.
Hold on, let me see if I can find. Hold on, bro. Let me go on my Facebook real quick.
You know, Facebook is the archive of craziness. It got everything.
Yeah, what's the title of this? My fault.
Deadline winners and losers. Because we did talk about losers for a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody's doing. Are we wrapping this episode?
Hold on. Let me see if I can find this picture.
He trying to defend these DCs that he know he was fucking wearing, bro. I literally have seen him wearing DCs in the Plex.
Mike, he was at the core with the DCs.
We can end it off on this. Your boy used to be out here.
Oh wow! You didn't land the trick.
You crazy as hell. Even centered. It looks like you're gonna fall.
What were you doing?
What were you doing? He probably took
Google D Mills. Google D Mills, bro. He was about that skate life, bro. Google him.
I got it right, bro. I'm gonna find it right now.
Y'all bogus, bro. That shit embarrassing.
I have no. That shit was like. This is like when we first found out about YouTube. I don't know what like he thought the title was gonna be. It was like the most generic.
When we was in North Carolina, niggas pulled it up.
Skate Session 3.
We did.
I got it.
I just heard
he just found it fast as hell.
Because he knows.
Oh, I'm wearing those holy ass shoes.
What's the title? Name the title so people at home can go watch your skate video.
It's generic. It's skateboarding at skate park, but you have skateboarding at skate park. But you have to type in my YouTube name, which is Darrical. It's DARRICL.
What?
I don't know why I did that.
Darrical. Skateboarding at skate park.
Nigga, was your family having a barbecue? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Darrical.
This nigga uploaded the family barbecue.
Oh my god, bro.
Derek, what are you, bro? Just bring that YouTube channel back to life, bro.
Bro, you had some SBs on, bro.
Put it to the camera.
Right? These are SB. Wait. Well, you're not gonna be able to see it.
No, you can't even see that. No,
yeah, you got a pair of SBs on in this one.
That's me.
That's Mike. Oh my god.
That's me.
Bro, you weak as hell. I'm sorry. We ending this podcast, bro. You bogus as hell for this.
Bro, I was like,
hey, look
14.
at young Derek.
I was like 13, 14 years old.
Look at young Derek with the White Sox shit on.
Uh-oh.
You get a lot of text.
What'd that say? Somebody go pause. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Somebody's gonna pause and screenshot and do the most with it.
Just so because they just did, now you feel stupid because my text don't say the words. It just says,
oh my
I have
god.
a text that just says, like,
Derek, thank you for providing you provided us with this channel, right? You have a playlist. It's called Derek's Favorites. On this, you got Chick Bad. My Chick Bad. Party Like a Rock Star.
Hey, I'm screenshotting this shit. Do not try to delete because I'm screenshotting everything.
But the thing about the Party Like a Rock Star is that it's the Club Penguin version.
Bro. Why do you have so much fucking Nicki Minaj on here? Itty bitty Nicki Minaj.
He's got South Park, Kyle's mom.
He got Drake and Tim like, I'm gonna need you to say something.
How to jerk tutorial. How to jerk tutorial.
You a damn lab. You ain't looked that shit up at least one time in your lifetime.
Oh my god, bro.
But his ass like that damn month. You gotta come back to it.
Hey, he got what you say? He got Jason Derulo. Oh shit. How to jerk tutorial. Teach me how to jerk. Oh my god.
I'm not even gonna say. You gonna see something on this list? You like you bogus is. I'm not gonna say what it is, but
more than Pike eat large mouth bass,
bro. No, he got Twisted Weather. That was a hit. Stanky leg. All right, I think
bogus, bro.
All right. Thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see y'all on Tuesday with another episode.
Bikini content. He got a bikini.
Owning a home is a great thing. It's yours, it's a part of you, and a reflection of who you are. Great things can take a lot of work, though. Maintenance, repairs, and updates, you know the drill. Unfortunately, there isn't an owner's manual for taking care of your home, so sometimes you need a professional to step in and help. Introducing Angie, the app that puts the home help you need all in one place. And you can use it for whatever you need done, even when you need it done now. With Angie, you can connect with expert professionals for hundreds of projects and see clear upfront pricing. You can even book appointments and securely pay pros through the app in seconds. It's never been easier to fix emergency leaks, find the best contractor for a renovation, or schedule all your seasonal maintenance so you don't have to worry about it. This is Angie, your home for everything home. Download the Angie app today or go to Angie.com.